Well, hello, and welcome. Welcome to yet another broadcast of Pain in the Pews, Mental Health and Ministry. I am your host, Chelsea Cookie Payne. I am the founder of Pain and Glory Incorporated, and I am elated to be here with you. Pain and Glory Incorporated is the host of Pain in the Pews, Mental Health and Ministry. It is an initiative that is a part of our organization where it is our desire and our goal and our purpose to bridge the gap between the faith and mental health communities, knowing that you can indeed have a prayer life and a therapist at the same time. Try them both, they work. Try them both, they work. So, listen, tonight we are going to be talking about 10 tips to enhancing rather your emotional and mental health. Just some tips. Now, keep in mind, for those of you who may be joining us for the very first time, this may be your very first time tuning in. And if so, welcome. I am not a mental health professional. I am an advocate, but I am not a mental health professional. These are just tips for enhancing your emotional and mental health. These are not in any way, am I suggesting that these are um, certified by any mental health professional or anything like that. These are just basic tips for enhancing emotional and mental wealth. However, if you see something that resonates here with you, by all means, utilize them. But if you know that you need a little bit more, I encourage you, seek out professional help. Just as if you had a toothache or something was going on with your eyes or you're having headaches or whatever the case may be, you would seek out a physician for that particular malady. The same thing with our mental health. Make sense? Makes sense. So I'm going to get started because I want to give you these 10 tips that I hope will be a blessing to you and that I hope will be helpful to you. So let's get started. So if you think about it, your current lifestyle may not be conducive to maintaining your emotional and mental health. I mean, we've got a lot going on. Everybody has something going on, right? Our society is overwhelmed and overstressed and too focused on things that don't support psychological well-being. You think about it, if it isn't social media, it's the news. And there's so much going on in the news. And sometimes, listen, you got to step back from that. You got to step back from that. Being proactive and doing things that foster good mental health can be a powerful way for you to enrich the quality of your day to day life. So, here are some tips that can help you on a daily basis. Here's something to remember. Number one, no man is an island. Having positive and healthy relationships with others plays an important part of any psychological health. Think about it. You don't have to have a whole lot of people. If you have that circle of people, or if your circle is one, having positive and healthy relationships with others, it's important. It's important to be able to not only be yourself and let your hair down with people, but allow them the same grace as well. You don't ever want to be the dump truck or the dumpster. You want it to be a healthy relationship. Number two, keep your body healthy. You guys be so proud of me. Listen, I recently joined a gym. Now, when we were pre-pandemic and we were all in the office and all like that, in my building, where I was at, there was a gym and it was free to us. And you never realize what you take for granted until you don't have access to it, right? And so, but I did join a gym. My son and I joined a gym. I also have been doing healthy things, such as supplements that have been helping. And side note, shameless plug, if you would like information on anything from colon cleanse to CBD products to omega products to apple cider vinegar gummies, I will put the link in the chat for us so that you can get that because I'm telling you, we've got to be healthy. Uh, when we operate in poor physical health, it can result in difficulties with our mental health. It really does make a difference. The better you feel physically, the better you'll feel psychologically too. So a lot of time, people like myself who deal with anxiety, who have anxiety, or people who have depression, often you'll see in study after study after study after study, it talks about exercise and how this plays a key part in helping to alleviate the symptoms and signs and signals and triggers that are associated with those. Just, just some food for thought. Number 3, regularly challenge yourself. While having too much stress in your life is negative, I'm not saying overwhelm yourself. I said challenge yourself. Having a little can be just too little. Too little stress can be just as bad. Let me tell you why. We all need a certain amount of stress to thrive and to stay sharp. Not stress that impacts us, impacts our health. And maybe I won't use the word stress, but things that challenge us. If your life lacks any challenges, create some. Develop a goal and strive to meet it. Now, don't overshoot. Don't create a goal and then put unreasonable expectations on when you can have these accomplished. Don't do that to yourself. That's undue stress. That's ridiculous. No, but there will most likely be something. There's a goal you want to obtain, and then you want to attach a reasonable time frame to it, and then strive to meet that. And then applaud yourself for the milestones. Maybe give yourself, this week I did this week I did this. As you're going along the journey, you can chart it out, and then applaud yourself for every time you make, a progress. Celebrate it. Number 4, learn how to deal with stress effectively. That's a challenge for many of us. We know what stress is, we know what stress looks like, we know how it feels, but do we know how to deal with it effectively? Most of us have self-soothing habits that fail to address the cause of stress. Some of us deal with stress in ways that make the situation worse. We're not even going to get into that. I'm not here to nitpick, or neither am I here to judge or anything. But I am saying, if you're financially stressed, eating a tub of ice cream will still leave you broke and with upset stomach and frustrated. But you'll later also end up gaining weight, and now you're frustrated because of that. You see how the cycle is? Seek positive solutions instead. Activities like exercising, like we talked about a moment ago. Spending time with a friend, like we talked about a moment ago, positive influencers around you. Reading a book. Do you know the power behind having pages between your fingers? Literally, opening up a book. I know that we have our Kindles, which is great. We have our Kindles and we have our e-readers, which is great. But there's something to be said for having an actual book in hand, right? These are healthy options that can lower your stress. Number 5, spend time each day on an enjoyable activity. Don't let it be work, 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 do, go, 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 go. I got to do this, I got to do that, and don't have any enjoyable activity for yourself. You talk about stress, frustration. It might be playing the piano, you know, and with what we can find and see on social media, not social media, on YouTube, what you can find actually social media, because if you go on TikTok, you can find all sorts of things. Or if you have a pet, taking your dog for a walk, or I don't know if people walk cats. Do people walk cats? I guess maybe you can. But what if you have a pet, going outside and getting some fresh air with your pet? It doesn't matter. The point is, it doesn't matter as long as you concentrate on things other than work and these routines that we get into, right? Right. Number 6, practice the art of forgiveness. Say it with me. Practice the art of forgiveness. We're talking about tips for enhancing your emotional and mental health. Practice the art of what? Forgiveness. Anger and grudges accomplish little. really, what does it accomplish if we think about it? They put you in a vicious cycle that degrades your sense of well-being. And every second that you're angry or upset is a second that more that you're unhappy. Now think about it. I said practice the art of forgiveness, but I didn't specify who, because oftentimes the person that we need to first initiate this forgiveness act on is the person in the mirror. And then it can expand out. Number 7, give your time to others in moderation. Don't overwhelm yourself. I'm not talking about, listen, hear me well. I'm not talking about being a people pleaser. I'm not talking about giving up what you know that is your goal and purpose and all that just to try to appease others. No. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is helping someone in need is a great way to boost the way you feel about yourself. Doesn't it feel great when you're able to pay it forward, or you're able to pay for someone's gas, or it doesn't even have to deal with money. If you're able to help someone in some kind of way, it doesn't have to do with money. It's also a great way to meet other people that are also caring and giving. Whether it's volunteering or whatever the case may be. If it's a group, consider a group of people you'd like to help and find an organization that services them. Maybe you know what it's like to be in a situation where you couldn't pay your bills, or whatever the case may be, and you want to check out an organization that helps people, get through the tough times. Find that organization and help. Maybe you know what it's like to go through X, Y, and Z, and you want to get with like-minded people who want to help people who've been through X, Y, and Z. Make sense? Number 8, learn how to quiet your mind. Your mind rarely gets a rest. Mine is always thinking. You trying to lay down and go to sleep. You're still thinking about what you didn't do today. What's going on in the news? Who just called or texted you, and how you're going to try to help them figure out what they're doing. No. Even when you're trying to rest, not even while you're sleeping. While you're sleeping, your brain is still going. All night long, you've likely been tossing and turning and dreaming, but not the good kinds of dreams. The kind of dreams that leave you when you wake up, you feel like you haven't slept at all. There are many ways to rest your mind. One, of course, praying, meditating, go hand in hand, getting quiet, getting still, listening, right? And practicing mindfulness. These are just a few. Being present, being able to just be quiet for a moment. Pay attention to what you hear, what you see, what you feel. Paying attention to your senses. Because the brain is restless. We're constantly thinking, predicting, and remembering. Learn how to control it. Number 9, hold on to your seatbelt for this one. I'm going to need you to repeat this one too. Matter of fact, take a breath. Number 9, ask for help. Come on, stay with me. Ask for help. If you break your arm, you seek medical attention. If you're having a psychological issue, there's no reason to do the same. No matter what your challenge may be, there is always someone available to help you with the expertise to help you. I don't care what it is. Ask for help. Say it with me. Ask for help. That's it. Number 10. You guys, if you've been with me any amount of time, you already know, you probably already thought this was going to be one of the ones that came earlier, but number 10 is keep a journal. Recording your thoughts your ideas, your memories, your dreams, all of that, recording that, whether you do it digitally on your phone or whether you write it out, listen, it is therapeutic. Writing it out is therapeutic. Not only that, it helps you to keep a record because you can go back and see what needs to be changed, where you've grown from, where you haven't grown from, what idea you had that, oh my gosh, I need to go back and revisit that, all of that good stuff. It releases tension. It provides a means of cathartic release, and it can give you a different perspective. You're writing your story. No one can tell your story like you. It's yours. However you want to write it, however you want to do it, it's yours. Emotional and mental health are both critical to your overall well-being. When any component of your health is suffering, it becomes much more challenging to be an effective parent, spouse, friend, or employee. All aspects of life, especially your physical health, can suffer. So I encourage you, use these tips to address your psychological health. And if you're not getting better, if you're seeing that things aren't changing, remember what we said. It's okay to ask for help. Those are your 10 tips to enhancing your emotional and mental health. I hope that they have proven to be helpful to you. Listen, guys, I want to encourage you not only to join us on next Monday night, and to remember that the whole month of May is dedicated to Mental Health Awareness Month, but I want you to bear in mind or mark your calendar and remember that on September 17th of this year, we will be celebrating our 8th annual Pain in the Pews Mental Health and Ministry Conference. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, woo, woo. Yes, I am excited. Excited because, y'all, the speakers that we have, just listen, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be held right here in the metropolitan Atlanta area. So if you are in the Atlanta area or in the surrounding areas, come on, come on, come on. You're going to be hearing and seeing more about it in the coming weeks. I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to miss it. It's going to be in person. It's going to be in person. We're going to be in the building together. So September 17th, 2022. And I can't wait to see you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see what we have to offer you. If you've been a part of any of our conferences in the past, you know that we're not bringing you any old thing. We're bringing you quality, right? And so I am super excited. September 17th is when it's coming. But listen, in the meantime, in the in-between time, don't forget to join us on next Monday night, 7 o'clock p.m., where we'll have yet another topic just for you. Remember, take care of your emotional and your mental health. And I'll see you next week.